Okay, it's recording. Hi. Basically, this is an audition video for the Con 18 Plus panel. My name on Facebook is under Kelsey Davis, but I go by K, Carcat, KK, and Kitty, and Carkles, and whatever the fuck else you want to call me. But sometimes Broadway.
But not really.
But not really. Shh. I don't exist under Broadway. That title is eliminated. Basically, I'm auditioning for the part of Carcat Vantis, and yeah, that's the main gist of it all. When I'm reading the panels from basically a fucking year ago.
11 months ago.
11 months to be completely exact.
Like, scarily exact.
Scarily exact. They were from 3/17/12, those posts. It's X6 Intermission 2. And I'll send the exact link so that we don't get mixed up. But I'm starting when Carcat enters, of course, because listening to Dave and Rose and Kanaya talk is lovely, but I am so more important. Basically, I'm auditioning for Carcat because I relate pretty well. I think I can do the character pretty accurately. And I guess, honestly, my life is a fucking AU.
It really is.
You have no idea how much shit I deal with. I mean, this is my mate spread. It looks like John. A feminine John. Slightly feminine. It's okay, we love you, baby. Yeah.
There. No. You gesture with your hands while you
I gesture
act.
with my hands while I act.
Just don't
So,
flip it,
we're gonna actually get started. I guess my voice preferences, because we wanted to go into that. Carcat's distinct voice.
It's your normal.
It's pretty much
voice.
my normal yelling voice, I guess.
You yell at me in the same voice.
I yell at her in the same voice, so it's like, if you want to get yelled at by Carcat, just get me mad. No, you don't want to get me mad. Kind of, yes. I just kind of like how it's a little scratchy, but I mean, I don't get the point of him yelling all the time. I mean, I guess he can be loud at times, but yelling all the time would just suck.
Also, your voice gets kind of crackly, and it's really.
And my voice crackles. Stop talking about my voice. Anyway, but I guess that's the closest thing I can get to description on this. It can be forever fucking long, but I actually want to get to reading the panel parts. So we'll get started, and Janie's going to be here to read everyone else's parts. Basically Dave and one Rose. One line from Rose. Everybody out of the goddamn way. I've got a lab full of humans, a mouth full of yelling, and a tortured psychological profile full of totally hysterical emotions and unaired grievances at practically everybody.
Carcat is broken, guys.
Yeah. Hold on. If I can settle down a tick, I should be able to make more sense shortly. Just one.
Maybe you should lie down on the couch.
Fuck. No.
Dude, what is the matter with you?
Wow. Okay. That was a pretty terrible entrance. Anyway, where was I?
Dunno, but I was just leaving.
Not so fast, Strider. This heavily concerns you. It concerns you exclusively, in fact. Where do you think you're going?
Just stepping out to do a thing, which is not your business.
Like my inflamed, quaking gull sphincter, it's not. Tell me, are you by any chance going to have some company when you step out to do this thing? Notice the two heavily dramatized enclosure talons surrounding the word, which I am scornfully pantomiming with my two hands, as presented being demonstrated for you.
Yeah, sure.
Oh? Who would that be, may I ask?
Well, probably the mayor. He's usually down for whatever.
I'm not talking about the fucking mayor, and you fucking know it.
Hey, don't be saying shit about the mayor. The mayor rules. He's like my best fucking friend.
He's not the mayor. He's the mayor of fucking fuckshit Junction, located smack dab in the middle of pretend-ass nowhere.
He's a mayor, you douche. His thing says mayor.
It says Mayo, and he wrote the R himself. He's at best a Mayo, and whoever heard of a Mayo? It's every bit as imaginary as his identity as an elected official.
No, mayo is like grub sauce, but without the grubs.
Who the fuck ever heard of grub sauce without grubs? What is it made of, then, genius?
Like, I don't know, it's white and it just sort of exists. You don't ask about mayo, that's not what you do with mayo.
Isn't it funny how quickly your bullshit unravels when someone intelligent actually holds you accountable? You're busted about Mayo, and you're busted about Terezi.
You're pathetic. This is why you all stormed in here out of breath. What, did you actually sprint all the way across the meteor to tell me this?
Damn it. What I do with my legs and how fast I move them is my business, you shit.
Yeah, and what I do with mine is mine. Watch me make them make me leave.
I said stay your ass put. We're talking here.
Dude, don't touch my cape. Huh?
What?
I can't believe I seriously said, dude, don't touch my cape to somebody and was serious about it.
Okay, look, I'm nowhere near your precious stupid cape. Just listen. Before you go off to snog Trezzy in your idiotic little village of nutrition cycles, hear me out.
Man, you are so overblowing this.
But I don't think that I am.
Yeah, you are. You have some idea about us or what we're getting up to. So we've done a few things together to pass the time. So what? I don't think even you could call them dates or anything. What the fuck would even qualify as a date on this gross dark meteor?
You're both plainly tipping into flesh territory, irrespective of environmental factors or whatever lame compositions it is humans believe to be optimal for pursuing a mateship. Anyone can see that. It's the shittiest kept secret on this meteor. Even the fucking mayor gets it. And let's face it, he's a little slow. Do you really think you could pull the wool beast material over the eyes of a hardened veteran of romantic studies?
We have one of those?
I have seen thousands of troll romance films, each dealing with topics far more subtle and complex than your pedestrian human mind could ever grasp. And in case you've forgotten, I've already watched hundreds of your more primitive but moderately entertaining romance films. Remember how I downloaded a fuck ton of them after discovering your species? I'm a curious man, Dave. You could learn from me.
Yeah, I remember. Haven't you only watched a bunch of shitty Dane Cook movies on infinite loop since we left?
You're severely exaggerating, but yes, I have sampled his work.
Dude, you know you're only pretending to be a huge fan of his bullshit to piss me off.
Again, look at how self-absorbed you're being. I happen to think he's a brilliant comedic mind for a human.
It turns out that exact sentence is my one weakness. You win, bro. You got your girl back.
How desperate do you think I am? I'm actually here to do the opposite. I want to tell you I'm totally okay with it.
Oh, okay then.
But just listen and try to keep an open mind. I know that's hard for you. Here, please take a look at this.
Oh no, what the hot mess of fresh fuck am I looking at?
It's an Alternian romance novel.
With book.
Now look, I'm not vouching for this particular piece of literature, and it's actually pretty trashy if you're interested, and I'd recommend some better ones if you want. It illustrates the concept very clearly, though.
What concept?
It's pretty typical case of quadrant vacillation as applied to an overlapping group of romance pairings.
You lost me at quadrant. For future reference, the page skipping does not help me read the line.
See the two heroes in the middle partaking in a flushed embrace, pretty much your typical low-blood red rom pairing. Their dynamic is the grub loaf and tuber paste of the overall arc. But what have we here? There are some nefarious high-bloods in the picture too. This is where it gets interesting. The guy on the left is an old colliginous flame from the male low-blood's past, and he re-enters the picture. Again, nothing out of the ordinary. He can continue to court his mateship and cosmesis. It's a perfectly amicable arrangement that everyone's totally down with.
What is that huge beefcake troll even doing? Is he grinding against the little dude's shoulder? What is even going on? Why the fuck is he nude?
No questions yet! Damn it. So that's all fine. Pretty boilerplate conditions for an unfolding rom drama. But there's a twist. The male high blood and the low blood start having flesh feelings for one another. And the results in some red infidelity between the low blood pair. Obviously, this is where the fireworks start going off, and the red feelings between the low blood turn to black, and thus begins what referred to as the quadrant vacillation. Meanwhile, the two males are also vacillating between the red and black because you don't just let go of rivalry so easily.
What is going on with the other chick? All grabbing at the other one down there in the corner.
Yeah, well, it gets even more complicated after that. Probably more than needed for the sake of making my point. In the heat of their vacillation during an especially black phase, a low-blood female waxes red for the notorious and especially brutal high-blood females, so they have their thing on the side and everyone starts vacillating too. The original pairing just keeps spinning like a top. We don't need to get bogged down with the details of it all. Just keep going and focus on the fourth party as a distraction.
Our purposes? What the fuck are our purposes?
The thing is, vacillation always adds a lot of drama to everything, but it doesn't mean it can't be viable. It can totally work, and everyone can be reasonable about it. It really just comes down to a matter of sensible scheduling.
You must be out of your fucking mind if you think I want to know where you're going with this.
Dave, please, just read the book, okay? It's all in the book.